Hello out there in YouTube land. I heard somewhere about 10 minutes ago that there's a whole heap of cop cars at the Watts house in North Carolina. And so I got on my scanner and I was listening, and I've got it turned on now, so if anything comes on, you that was forced entry. I don't think that's to do with the Watts, but I was listening and I thought, yeah, I just kept hearing fire. Now, if that's the fire department, I don't know. But yeah, I carried on. Okay, so I couldn't believe my ears when they said the Watts and B Street, Bass Street. So I thought I'd go live and, you know, see if anything comes up on the scanner. So, yep, carry on listening. If you want to say something, go right ahead. I've heard a few stories floating around that can you hear that, by the way? Fourth entry for a fallen 60-year-old female. TV's on scene, is out of traffic. How old is Sandy Watts? Is she 60? Because some poor lady's fallen down, forced entry. I don't think Cindy's 60, is she? And they wouldn't have 7 cop cars there, would they? I don't think so. This is from Fayetteville in Cumberland County. It's really hard to understand what they're saying. 65? How they understand each other on these things, I have no idea. She can't be 65, surely. Hi, Claire. Hi, Crystal. I hope everything's all right there. Someone said that they're both at work, so thanks, Crystal. I don't think she's 65. Crystal's just gonna check on the age for me, which is really lovely of her. Because I swear, if I leave this where I am now, I'll lose everything. Someone said he was being moved to Carolina. Hang on. Colorado. Why would he be being moved to Colorado? No, it must be Carolina. I'm confused. I definitely heard the what's name mentioned though. That's why I came on live. You never know, we might hear something. Can be a long time in between, you know, stuff coming through. Uh-oh, I hope it's still working yet. Like 64, wow. Well, somebody's on scene of that lady. They definitely, hey, would they know her age? Probably not, huh? So maybe they're just guessing too that she's 60. That's if this is to do with her. Also thought they moved from Bass Street. So a 60-year-old lady's fallen. But 7 cop cars wouldn't show up for that. I heard on another station that that would be for a house warrant. Because apparently neither of them are at home, they're out working. I can't believe she's that old. Not that that's old. Hello, Melissa. Welcome to basically my first live too, where I at least get to talk. I suppose I talked on my last one, but I didn't really know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing, but if you can hear this, then something worked. So yes, welcome to all of you. This is live, folks. So exciting, isn't it? I couldn't believe when they mentioned Watts, though. I thought I was hearing things because I've been hearing a few stories that whoever dropped the leak was likes to sensationalise things. Yeah, I'm an Aussie, Christy. I like lives too, but I can't figure out how to do them. I want to show my screen. I don't want to be looking at me. I want to show my work and how I do things and how I get to where I'm at with my videos. You know, there's a lot of people out there that don't understand forensics, and they think because you highlight something or change the contrast that it's photoshopped all of a sudden. Well, it's not, you know. Hello, Anna Faith. Precious, isn't it? We're all firsties. Yay! Thank you for coming along. Hello. It's a little bit difficult not knowing what to say in between. Yeah, I'm totally with you on that, Claire. I got told I was a fake and everything, not to my face, but in a comment by someone, and I found this video to do with the murder and how this forensics guy actually brought out the handprint and what he actually did to get that handprint, which then convicted this man of murdering a little girl, I think it was. And I thought to myself, I'm going to put that up. I haven't yet because I've got no room on my computer to do so, but as soon as I make some room, I'm going to put that up, and, probably a little title that says, this is for all of those who thinks that if you change something, that you're photoshopping it, because you're not. You're just trying to bring out what's already there. Like in a photo, I can take a photo in the dark and you may only just get to see a TV, but if you lighten that photo, everything in the background will come up. All that information is in that photo once you've taken it, and you can't change it. It's there. You can blur it and things like that, but you can't change it. It's all in the data, in the metadata of that picture. There, I said it. Metadata. So they must be getting that lady out of the house, I would say. I'm charging my phone at the same time. Oh. Yeah, it says I'm streaming on my phone, and that's plugged into the computer, but I'm not streaming from my computer because I don't know how. But one day, I'm sure I'll find out. Might go watch a couple of videos later on, see how I can share my screen the easy way. Who's Candy? Do you mean Cindy McLeod? Did we find a date of birth? Who's Candy? Oh, yes. Who was it? Crystal said in July 2019 she was 64. Thanks for finding that out, Crystal. Okay, so it's very quiet on the scanner, but it's still working, so has anyone else heard anything?
Following subject 414 Bryan Street, 414 Bryan Street, engine 2. Engine 2, following subject 414 Bryan Street, 414 Bryan Street, off of Simpson Street and Morgan Street, engine 2.
Can you hear that?
414 Brown Street.
Ah, cool. You wrote her a letter for her birthday. That's sweet. Do you know if she got it? It's great fun having a scanner. You can tune anywhere in the world and listen to what's going on. Yes, Melissa, it's in the one at Vass Street. V for Victory, ass. Vass. Oh, Chris wrote her a letter for her birthday. I haven't read the books. I haven't had time. And I don't want anything to kind of muddle up my mind, if you know what I mean. I prefer that everything was at an end, and then I would probably read the books. Chris wrote her a letter. Yeah, I vaguely remember hearing about that somewhere. Do you know what was in it? I mean, I don't want to read the books, but I mean, I wouldn't mind listening to what was in that letter from Chris to her. Everything to do with the What Case is Strange, Melissa. Hi, Angie. How you doing, darling? Doing good. That's good. It's a shame with scanners. You don't know when they're going to come on or not, so you didn't talk just in case. It's also the beauty of one. Can you hear the scanner? Cool. Thanks, Anna. I mean, do you think something would have been on the news I don't suppose if they've got a warrant that they would tell everybody though, but I mean, what could they possibly have in their house that, is going to make a difference after all this time? And 7 cop cars? I did hear a fire, but I don't know whether that was the fire department or if there was a fire. I couldn't tell. But even the hubby heard Watts, so yeah, I heard that the bridges are out, but they're only letting people in if you live on a certain street or something. But yeah, well, they're not going to send cop cars out because the bridges are out, are they? No mention of anything. Hi, Linda. Hi, Melissa. For safety. But wouldn't that be up to like the fire department more so than cops blocks the roads? Well, that's a bit rough, not being able to get into your own house. Especially if you've got animals. And Cindy does have a dog, doesn't she? I'm not sure. Okay, well, you're going along. Well, it doesn't appear that much is happening on this end. Nice to see you all, though. I keep getting these ads that flash up, and I think they're going to say something, but they don't. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I saw that, Linda. I thought that was quite funny when she said, "I'm not showing you my texts." Apparently, she's got pictures too, but she's not showing them yet. Didn't say pictures of what, though. What do I think? Yeah, well, like I said before, someone said that she's a sensationalist, and I won't say who that was, but yeah. Oh no, the thing is, right? I turned on my scanner on my phone, and I was listening for about 3/4 of an hour before something came up, and it distinctly said Watts. Distinctly said Watts and Vass Street. So, unless the people at the scanning shop are talking to her, I think it's legit, whatever it is. And I don't know if you know, Linda, but there's a woman in her 60s fallen down somewhere around there. I don't exactly know where, but, you know, I think the police have got to her, but haven't really heard anything since, except for 10-4. What does it? That's too many cops. Yeah, well, I've heard other people saying that they may have a warrant, and I'm thinking, for what? No pun intended, but for what? Because it's been over 2 years. Unless maybe letters, but I don't see 7 cops going there for letters. Do you? No. The letters, Linda.
No.
Yeah. Well, I would have thought, I mean, they're not going to show their hand. They're not going to tell everyone before they've done anything. Hi, Joe. 7, yes, I am, darling. Mate. G'day, mate. I'm trying to figure out what it could be. Yeah, well, that's what they said. They must have a warrant because oh, oh bugger! I just upset my phone. Oh no! Can't think. Oh. Cool, I'm still on it. I thought I lost it then, sorry about that. No, not really, but just don't think they'd send cops anyways unless it was with a warrant. True, and especially if they're both out at work, but there was a thing saying a lady in her 60s had fallen over and they had to break the door down. New South Wales. Oh, lucky you, Joe 7. And all that convid. Maybe it's to search the property. For what, though? Hello, Dorothy from upstate New York. Wow. That's the closest I reckon I'll ever get. Search the property for what, Linda? There was nothing missing, was there? Ah, the oxycodone. Me too. See, I don't believe in the oxycodone thing. I'm sorry, I know she got it for her operation, and I suppose, okay, you know, oh dear, I've got a few theories, and I suppose that could fit into one of those theories because of certain things that I have in my video that would explain how that is in my video, or some of my videos in their early days. Hello, Purple Butterfly. What's 4T? What's the TT? Yeah, well, I've got a lot of theories, Linda. You know, I've got one for every day of the week, I'm sure. Because things keep changing and I keep discovering new things in the videos. Like, I found Bella the other day. Thank you, Dorothy. I found Bella on the stairs the other day in the welfare video. And some people would like to suggest that it's a fingerprint on the window. And whilst there is a fingerprint or two on the window, fingerprints don't move. Thank you, Linda. I did find them, as you may or may not know. And there's a lot of people out there that think someone on Reddit found them, and no, they didn't. They stole them from me. Because you can only find something once. And I found them in October, November 2018. And you know, Martin Dehans put a video out, and the quality of what I was looking at is in there for all to see. It was really difficult. See you, babe. Yeah, so you know, I wanted to pull my own eyes out. I was squinting that much. Thank you, Linda. It's nice to see all of you here. I see you floating around in the chats everywhere for the past 2 years. It's nice to say hello on my channel. Like live. It's gone all quiet in Fayetteville. Thank you, Linda. He deserves telling off. And everyone else who thought they could just, you know... See, they never thought that I would fight it. AD tried to scrub me out of existence. So did Maureen. She admits it. And, you know, put me down and tell... You didn't find them. So I'm the only one with any proof. Nobody else has any proof at all. It's like someone said something the other day, and I said, I had to comment, I'm the one that found them. Nobody on Reddit found them. They even stole my words, bends down and picks it up. And I can prove that too. But these people that they mean well and they make videos in defense of me finding the shadows, but they don't get it 100% correct. Because I don't know why, but they've got this thing about it being on Reddit, and they stole it from me. Whoever that is has not come forward to claim any shadows of anything. And they have had over 2 years to do that. In fact, AD's the only one with a cheek to think that he could get away with doing what he's done to me. Him and his Him and his people in chat. What's a 108? Does anyone know? Or one away. I'm not sure what she said. Armpits on Facebook page. Oh, sweetie, I sent an email with my shadows and a description of what I saw, and could he see what I saw in, would have been November. And I waited 2 weeks and didn't hear anything. So then I sent it again, but not just to him. I sent it to Enchanted Life's Path and Norman's Education Nation, as well as AD. And I was with Jays for Justice on her page, and the other one, CK. And I put it on their pages too. And I went back to look. It's gone from every page, but I managed to get that one that I've got. But I've still got it in my computer. But it had to come off the page. So anyway, they all stole it from me, and they all tried to pretend that I'm just a nutcase. They didn't expect me to fight. Can you hear that? I didn't hear a word. Thank you, Purple Butterfly. Yeah, well, he's known now. I didn't know that. I was brand new. This case came to me on August the 13th at 10 o'clock at night in Australia. And from that moment on, I can prove via Facebook and YouTube that I was on the case. They cannot do that. And if you listen to my video that's got Abigail and Maureen in there, she gets the truth out of Maureen. She puts the pieces together, and AD could not possibly have found my shadows. I mean, he's blind as a bat. He had a broken phone. Have you seen his shadows videos? Oh my God. You know, he'd get done for in a court of law. I missed this comment here. Oh hell no! Don't you back off his. The Reddit is not true. No, Linda. The Reddit is to do with a. The Reddit is to do with AD, and I will say it, James Bogart, because he defended it so. Steve. So you know, he's telling Lex that I've offered nothing to the Watts case, and I'm a liar basically, and I didn't find any shadows. I found a twig on a tree. That's about it, really. And so he's got some. I don't understand why he would defend AD to that extent, unless he's in on whoever is with on the Reddit. Now the person, I think it's Kirsty or something. I'm not sure, but it's something as well. I don't know. I can't keep up. It's all been dealt with. Abigail's proven beyond a reasonable doubt, and I'm happy with that. So, thank you, Melissa, and thank you again, Purple Butterfly. The Flutterby. I love Flutterbys. Hubby's just off to see his mum and pa. They both come out of hospital. And our little rescue dog, Winnie, is totally lost without him. Oh, Linda, well done, darling. Yeah, no, well, he's nothing but a sensationalist. And, when I first gave him that information, I thought he was some sort of real detective, okay? I went to the Maddie McCann page because I've been studying the Maddie McCann case for a long time. And I couldn't believe, excuse me, that I'd finally found a page that actually just spoke about the Maddie McCann things. And I'd sent him a couple of pictures that I'd found to do with, it was very distressing. Anyway, the next thing you know, he, is, oh, I didn't know at that time, but I sent him my video because I thought he was knowledgeable and I didn't know any better. And boom, there you go. My computer got shut down somehow. I don't know if I was hacked or what, but I was out all over Christmas. And when I came back, I went on his live stream. Maureen had started his channel on December the 6th. Now I found the two on the drive in October the 20th. And I think it was about a week or so later that I found the two on the drive from Nate's video. And once I did that, I sent it to AD. Worst mistake of my life. But anyway, I didn't know about YouTube. I didn't know anything. Pretty dumb. And then anyway, I found him on YouTube. Maureen had started his channel on December the 6th. And I think it was December the 16th when my computer went down. But just before it went down, I was able to post what I'd found and everything here, there, and everywhere. Critical case, wherever I could find. And I don't think I was back on till February, maybe once when I went to the library. But when I did get back up and running, I went onto his live and I accused him of stealing my shadows, and he had me muted and booted. I went on as Sexy Lady and he muted and booted me. I went on as Simone to just to let people know that he'd stolen my work, my research. But it doesn't stop there either. I've got a proof video, and it tells you it's all written down there. What my theory was at that time, which was no one was killed in the house. I mentioned the red car and the ping, and that the babies were taken to the Anadarko, because you've got to understand what. When I found those shadows, I was overjoyed, overwhelmed, over the moon, and also extremely emotional. Like I literally broke down because I realised what I had, and I didn't know who to go to. So I went to AD. And so anyway, he stole all of that off me. Everything, even the tarots, the sacrifice, that was all in my theories I'd written down back in November before he even started a channel. He stole everything I wrote on his page and used it intermittently down the past 2 years for his own welfare. Breaks my heart, that. Linda, I checked out everyone that talked about the shadows, and there were more that said they were stolen than if they weren't. Yeah, well, that took a while to come about too, Linda, because I think it was Lex that got the ball rolling on that. She made I put up my proof video, and she made a little video that said mind blown, and it was just all black for about a minute. And then from that day on, she started calling AD out, and then I believe others followed her lead. When was then if they weren't. Remember the car one too, the red car one too. Yeah, I remember the red. It's everything that was going on in my mind is back in one of my proof videos, probably one with Maureen on it, and AD even signs it at the bottom. AD even signs it at the bottom. He's trying to say that I didn't go on his page until December the 8th. That's another lie. I was there in October and November. But I think it was this Maddie McCann page. And then I was on Maureen's page as well, until she booted me off there.
Commercial fire alarm, 3729 Sycamore Dairy Road, 3729 Sycamore Dairy Road, engine 4. Engine 4, commercial fire alarm, 3729 Sycamore Dairy Road, 3729 Sycamore Dairy Road, off of Bargain Street, Wagner Drive. It will be the Omni Cinema, engine 4.
Thanks, Linda. I felt so alone.
10-4, engine 4.
Yeah, I felt so alone because I was new and he had all these people around him, and, you know, James Bogart supporting him, and lots of other people. So, and nobody knew me, so how could I have found any shadows? You know what I mean? But I did, and it's been proven, and I did that by going frame by frame through that Nate's video.
You direct?
No, not anymore. They don't believe him. But he's still got a lot of people that still think that he found the shadows. And it's like, you know, NK on the...
Cancellation from the alarm monitor.
It's like NK on the drive. Now, he named that NK. I just found there's two people. I don't care what anyone says. There are two people. And one of them, in my opinion, is NK. Because in a recent video, because I haven't stopped researching just because he's been an ass and because of what he's done to me, I've kept on researching, and I've found a lot of things that just do not add up. But NK, you know, I've got one really good picture of her. Well, I've got a few, but a really good one that night in the truck. Yeah, it is NK. But have you also seen? I wonder if half of you have even seen my video with Bella. on the stairs in a white nightie. Now, in my flashing lights video, before I go over to show you the truck and the flashing lights out the front, down by Nate's tiny little garden there is what appears to be a image of a brown-haired girl in a white nightie. Now, I just think that's one hell of a coincidence, I really do. Not to mention those smoking, it's not good for you. Those two cars, the Vivint footage and that Vivint footage, Nate's and Nate's footage, when Nicole Atkinson was supposed to have dropped Shanann off. Now, I believe that the one that goes really fast is when whoever was leaving whoever set the alarm off that morning. I believe that's them. And the other one is, I believe, is just, so the story wouldn't have holes in it. Well, they're in my videos, Linda. Yeah, they're all in my videos. People just need to watch them. I will admit the earlier ones, I wasn't very good at what I was trying to convey, but you've got to start somewhere. What I need to do is now go over those old videos and bring them up to scratch and put the puzzles together, the jigsaw pieces together, so that it actually makes a story that is comprehensible and it ties in with the discovery. Because there's a lot of mucked up things in the discovery too. And, if the DA lied about the girls and Shanann being murdered in the house, what else has he lied about to do with this case? I can't believe that he acknowledged my shadows that I found. Do you know what I mean? Like, that without those shadows, no one would be talking about this case. I'm sure of it. That was what set the whole thing. And you know what? I'm so glad, because I despise lies. I can't abide them. And when I see something, that's why I went researching that videotape. I knew if I watched and watched and watched and watched Nate's video probably 100, 200 times before I noticed something. And the quality that I was looking at was really bad. And it was dark. But I went frame by frame until I found roughly around the spot where I noticed the odd thing, and it turned out to be the two on the drive. But then when I kept on going, I found the shadows. No one else was looking there. No one can tell me anyone else was looking. They weren't looking. That made me cry. That was what I was trying to say. Yeah, well, I can't count how many tears I've cried over it. I'd give anything for those babies to be alive. And I can't help but feel that they are. I'm sorry to anyone that wants to disagree with me. You go right ahead. But, Bella alive on the landing on the welfare morning. I believe I've got Oh, I've got something huge coming up for you guys, let me tell you. There's something else that's going to blow your mind. You think the shadows? You think the shadows?
Do it. Would you let us on scene again, please? We're advised that we're live on scene. We're live at this time. Alright.
What did he say? They're not alive at this time. What? Did I just hear him say something is not alive at this time? I don't know. No, no one else was looking there. Yeah, it did sound like it, didn't it? Oh my God, I hope they haven't done something stupid. I hope they haven't done something stupid. If that was about them. The Watts, I mean. I don't think they would do that. No. It did sound like that. See, I can't rewind it. Maybe after some... If you... Oh, it's live, isn't it? It's 53, so it would have been about, let's say 55. If someone can mark that and maybe listen to it after. Who knows? Look at their son. What do you mean? I was watching a video earlier with Sandy, Frank, Shanann were out the back, and Chris and the girls were out the back. And Chris was picking the girls up and throwing them in the air, putting them down one after the other, whilst Mum, Dad and Shanann were on the balcony. And at one point, Bella comes up. Bella goes up again to her dad to get thrown up in the air. And he cringes in pain. His back. You can see it on his face. He's in a lot of pain. And they just all carried on. And Cece went on to jump on the fence, and oh my God, she can climb the fence. It's like, I felt so sorry for him. I don't believe CW. Let me put it this way, right? Look at CW when he come back that morning. He looked like he'd just stepped out of the shower, yes? Would you agree? So let me put it this way. He's just murdered his wife and children, driven all the way out to Anadarko, dug a grave. Oh, by the way, he's got no blisters on his hands whatsoever. No red marks, no nothing. And he's got carpal tunnel in both wrists. Yeah, no. And the cop in the discovery said that the shovel that he used to dig that grave had no, had dirt on it. Well, I've got pictures of that shovel in his truck, and there's absolutely no dirt on that shovel, okay? His best mate lived around the corner. Well, not his best mate, but one of his mates. Dave Colan. And he said in his discovery, in his interview, he said that he was going to be home that day. And Nicole Kessinger also said that one of his mates was going to be home that day, which is highly whoa. How does she know? Anyway, have a look at him. He did not do this. He's the Colorado patsy. Let me tell you. He hasn't done a thing. He didn't, not for 1 minute have I ever thought that this man would put his babies into 2 great big black holes. I can understand if he killed Shanann. I can understand that. And then that would just be a crime of passion, in my opinion. But no way did he kill his babies. There's no way he dug the grave. Also, if you listen, he says that when he's around the oil, it makes him sick and it gives him migraines for days. Okay? So he's supposed to have come back from Anadarko after everything that he's supposed to have done. He's standing there. He's not shaking. He's not vomiting. No one tested that vomit that was found there. So that could have been anybody's vomit. You know, whoever was there helping do whatever, whoever did whatever. But Chris Watts, no. I wouldn't surprise me if he was round the corner with Dave Conlon, actually. And this is why I think the babies are alive. Apart from that video seeing Bella, but there's also a picture I've got in that video with, it looks like Cece at the top of the stairs as well. You know, maybe, but then, let me reel that on back. At the welfare, I took pictures of the Lexus, not thinking or imagining for 1 minute that I would get anything out of it, but I did.
206 Facility Drive, 206 Facility Drive, engine 14. Engine 14, calling subject, 206 Facility Drive, 206 Facility Drive, Public Street, engine 14.
No, they didn't test the vomit. There's a lot of things they didn't do, but they did show his hands. Hello, Mary. Yeah, well, initially I would have said that the one holding who I believe to be Bella is Chris Watts. But then AD come along and said it was NK. And then, the more I forensically played, let's say, with that picture, it turns out there is a ponytail. So, yeah, he's only what, 5'6", 5'6". I'm not sure how tall she is. Yeah, well, I took those pictures too, Linda.
1410 Skycrest Drive, 1410 Skycrest Drive, engine 5. Engine 5, residential fire alarm. 1410 Skycrest Drive, 1410 Skycrest Drive, off of Hermitage Avenue and Pollock Avenue, engine 5.
AD pinched that off me too, Linda. He pinched everything off me. Yeah, a white purse. All of that he stole from me. Everything he's basically spoken about, he's taken from me. And I had put this, that was my pictures that he used. I noticed he stopped using my pictures since I put the copyright plaster all over them. I've got to do the shadows, make it copyrighted, plain view of him, so if he dares use them again, I'll have him. There's so much, Linda. I've got so much. I've got who I believe to be Shanann in Lexus on the morning of the welfare check. Along with Bella and Cece. and that other girl, I think her name's Danielle, in Nicole Atkinson's review mirror.
We received cancellation from the alarm monitoring. That's what.
10-4, good buddy.
That's what facility drive come in.
You'd think there'd be a little more chatter if somebody had died at the house, wouldn't you? I mean, at the Watts house today. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I put a lot of time and effort into them, let me tell you. And if you look at I think it was one of my very first ones, I called D.A. Rourke out way back. Said he was lying, and about the alarm. You know, obviously I know a lot more now than I did then, but I also had found the flashing lights on the street. Betty said there was a grey truck there. I had already found that before I even heard Betty say that, you know. But there was a great big camper van parked across the road, I think a day or two before this all went down on the 13th. Yes, I did. I forgot what I was saying. I have 3 terabytes full of Watts stuff. Imagine that. There is a lot of people I should thank too whilst I'm on here. I can't remember everybody's name, but they know who they are, and they've, you know, without them standing beside me and behind me and in front of me sometimes. God knows where I'll be. Yeah, that's a lot. It's so much that I just got a new computer about 4 months ago, and it's chockers, and I want to make these videos and I can't because I've got to go and buy another terabyte thingamajig or something because I've just got no room again. Yeah, well, I've got, I think, 240 videos now, or 140, I'm not sure. Ah, well, give my thanks to your son. Obviously he has an astute mind and a good eye too. I like that. I love creative people, you know, one that builds you up rather than tear you down. I wish I could do a lot more with my videos, but it's very time consuming. Like I said, I've got no room to play around. I just want to get what I can get out there and hope that it makes sense. But a lot of people have closed minds. Because they believe the narrative, they just don't want to. They won't even look. They just will not look at anything that does not coincide with what they believe, and that's really sad because you know they need to open up the lid of that box and get out of it. In my opinion, it does. Tattoo artist. My daughter loves tats. Look out of the box, yeah. In Dallas, huh? Dallas, Texas. Wow. Yes. Faces of Death is really old. I've been trying to put up part two, but as I've just been saying, I've got no room because I need to download, then upload, then download, and then upload, and it's it takes a lot of room, and then you can delete them once you've done that. But if YouTube don't like you anymore and decide to, you know, kill your Switch or whatever, well, that's all your work gone. So I don't want to risk that. Dallas, Texas. I've always, maybe it's my name, like Indiana. I've always wanted to go there until I read this Sylvia Likens story, like years and years and years ago. But I'm starting to believe that was a false flag. Um, Sylvie Likens, you've never seen the Sylvie Likens movie, did you say, Melissa? There's two of them. One, oh, which movie? Which movie haven't you seen? Both. Oh, it's Sylvia Likens. Susan may have been her sister. And the same with Holly Bobo. I believe that's a false flag. And there are others, plenty of others. Like I used to read since I was little. Ever since, forever I've read. But about 12, 13, 14, I got into, around about 14, I'd say, I got into true life crime. And it was all mainly 100% almost to do with America. And I used to wonder, how did they have any people left there? Because by rights, they should have all been murdered. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it was almost like they were pumping these stories out, not because they were true or real, but just to make money. Aileen Wuornos, she said that she was let go and even encouraged, basically, to kill by the cops for movies and book deals. She says that, and I believe her. And you got your good cops and you've got your bad cops. JonBenet's another one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she had it on the other day, Linda. I've got a video I made on her, I think for her birthday. I really, in my heart, you know, it's one of those cases. But, you know, Gertie's husband was a cop, too. I mean, come on, all these kids, and not one of them said something. Oh, I could talk for ages on that one, too, but I don't want to confuse myself. I'm on the Watts at the moment, and yeah, do it. There's two movies. Let me tell you on Sylvia Likens. One, I can't remember the name of it. American, I think. Oh, I can't remember. It's American something. There's two of them. One has the names correct, but the storyline is kind of blasé. Whereas the other one, they don't have the names correct, and the storyline is basically on fact. So if you're any good at audio, oh, the pharmacist, yeah, is that the one with all the animals? The pharmacist with the animals? Yeah, I love that one. Oh, I'm getting confused. Well, I don't think any more is probably going to come through on the Watts until it hits the news, if anything in fact did happen, and I hope it didn't. Basically, all I got was the Watts and a 60-year-old woman has fallen down. They've had to break in the door. So I hope that wasn't Sandy either. But I may get off because I've been talking for an hour and my throat's hurting, and you know, big day. So I'd like to thank you all for coming. Oh, well, there's another one about a pharmacist, and he's got all these magical animals. I love fairy tales. 50 First Dates is brilliant. I must have watched that 1,000 times. Thank you, Linda. I've enjoyed you all too. It's been great chatting. And Melissa. And everyone that... Did anyone hear that? I didn't. Yep, thank you all for coming. It's been lovely chatting with you. Oh, you're too sweet. All right, well, God bless. Keep you safe, and we'll chat soon. And let's keep our fingers crossed that nothing untoward has happened to Cindy or Ronnie. I mean, Sandy or Ronnie. How's that? Okay, cheerio then. Au revoir. Bye-bye.